Legend has it, a man by the name of Jack invited the devil to have a drink. Not wanting to pay for the drinks, Jack convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin to pay for the drinks. Once transformed, Jack pocketed the coin, which was the devil, and placed it in his pocket next to a silver cross, which prevented the devil from changing back into his natural form. The only way Jack would free the devil was if the devil agreed not to bother Jack for a whole year, and if Jack died within that year, the devil could not take his soul. The next year, Jack tricked the devil into climbing a tree to get fruit. Once up the tree, Jack quickly carved a cross in the tree and prevented the devil from climbing down until he agreed not to bother Jack for another 10 years. When Jack died, God would not allow such a character to enter the kingdom of heaven. And the devil, still angry from being tricked, did not claim his soul either. Instead, the devil sent Jack into the night with only a single burning coal to light his way. Jack placed the coal in a carved-out turnip and has roamed the earth ever since. The Irish began to refer to Jack as Jack of the Lantern or simply Jack-o'-lantern. In Native American culture, no creature is more feared than the Skinwalker. A Skinwalker is a witch that can shapeshift into the form of any animal. Skinwalkers have red glowing eyes and leave oversized, animal-like footprints. Described as vicious and bloodthirsty by nature, Skinwalker lore contends that if a Skinwalker is shot but only wounded, the wound will remain when the Skinwalker returns to human form. Equally as deadly in human form, Skinwalkers use a variety of spells and potions to harm or make humans ill. Accounts of encounters with Skinwalkers detail a family driving along Route 163 in Utah when they saw a dark, hairy animal wearing human clothing. With fiery red eyes, the beast lunged at the family's car that hurriedly sped away. One of the most famous hotspots for paranormal activity is Skinwalker Ranch in Utah, with occurrences that range from mysterious crop circles to the unexplained bloodless mutation of cattle. The Khoi people of South Africa describe sorcerers that use their powers for evil. During the night, these Nightwalkers will perform heinous crimes against humans. Nightwalkers met among the darkness, along with owls and baboons. They roam the night completely naked. Nightwalkers adorn themselves with human fingers and toe bones. Amid the cloak of darkness, walking backwards to prevent detection of their destination, every occupant of the hut would fall under the Nightwalker's spell and into a deep stupor, even the animals. Nightwalkers of both sexes would molest men and women. Nightwalkers even would infect children with various diseases. In the forest of Minnesota lurks the Wendigo, or the evil spirit that devours man, which is what the name translates to. Wendigo are described as having long yellow fangs, glowing red eyes, jagged claws, and have extremely long tongues. Yet, Wendigos are a contradiction of sorts because they are very greedy, yet they appear emancipated from starvation. Wendigos are either monsters with human characteristics or a human that has been possessed by a monstrous being. Wendigos are cannibalistic beings described as giants that are closely associated with the winter, coldness, and famine by the Algonquin people. Wendigo are described as having a heart that is made of ice or being completely made of ice themselves. And Wendigos have no lips or toes. A Wendigo is created whenever a human has to resort to cannibalism to survive. A greedy or gluttonous person can also invoke the wrath of a Wendigo and be possessed by them. Wendigos are said to be near perfect hunters that also can control the weather. Wendigos are cursed to roam the land, eternally seeking fulfillment for their appetite for human flesh.